Good day, fellow pipe smokers. How are we doing? Well, a couple of months ago and a couple of videos ago, I got a couple of comments from a few of you guys asking that, or saying that you would be curious to hear my opinion or hear a review from me on a particular tobacco blend. So I thought I would do another edition of my totally subjective tobacco review. This time it is with this tobacco, Samuel Gawith's Chocolate Flake. That is what I'm smoking right here in this pipe. This is one of my Dr. Graybow freehands. I'm smoking this chocolate flake in. So, for those of you who don't care to sit through my entire subjective review and just want to know what my summary is about this blend, here it is. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not great. I probably won't get it again. There you go. Assuming there's still a few of you left watching, I'll go into a little bit more detail. The reason I purchased Sam Gawith's Chocolate Flake was because I was partially under the impression that it was Samuel Gawith's version of the Gawith Hogarth's Bob's Chocolate Flake. But I don't think that's true. Let me go to tobacco reviews and read the description of what's in this stuff. Let me find it. I guess I should have done this before I started my video. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, here's the description from tobaccoreviews.com. The first of a collection dedicated to Samuel Gawith the First. Chocolate Flake is a luxury blend of Virginia's burley and longleaf latakias. To complete the luxury, a rich dark chocolate has been added after cutting. Excellent smoking qualities with good smoke and a delicious room note. Medium strength. Even though that kind of sounds similar to Gawith Hogarth's Bob's Chocolate Flake, which is one of my all-time favorite tobaccos and one that I don't wish to ever do without, this stuff really doesn't taste the same. Unlike Bob's Chocolate Flake, I don't really taste any latakia in this at all. As a matter of fact, if I didn't know better or didn't read differently, I would think this was just a Virginia burley flake that supposedly has some chocolate added to it for flavoring. I don't taste any latakia at all. Whereas in Bob's Chocolate Flake, I definitely can taste that smoky latakia, which I think makes a nice complement in that blend. Let me show you what it looks like. Here's a flake of it. See that? I'm sorry for my webcam. It doesn't really focus closely at all. See those white mottled markings on it? Sometimes when folks see this for the first time, they may think, here's the back side of that flake. It's got some on both sides. Sometimes people may see that and think, oh no, my tobacco's got mold growing on it. That's not mold. Mold's kind of, it's just like if you see mold growing on bread, it's fuzzy. This stuff's not fuzzy. And then some people say, no, that's not mold. That's actually sugar crystals that are starting to grow or come out in this as it ages. Well, I'm not so sure if that's the case either, because I've read in several places from some people who think, no, that's not sugar crystals. So I don't really know what that is, but if you see that white stuff on flake tobaccos and it's not fuzzy and it kind of looks more like a sugar crystal, or kind of, granular like that maybe, it's okay. That's just what the tobacco looks like, and it's perfectly fine. It's not your tobacco getting moldy and going bad. The tin note does not smell chocolatey at all. It just smells like tobacco. To me, it's very reminiscent of, say, Samuel Gawith's Best Brown Flake. The tin moisture was not wet, not dry, I guess moist. It does require some drying out to get the best out of it. I've smoked about half a tin of this stuff so far, and every time I've smoked it, it's always been I rubbed the flake out. I didn't do a fold and stuff method, and that also required some drying to get the flake to rub out properly for me. And even with drying it, like for several hours, which I did with this flake I'm smoking now, this stuff is just a bear to light and stay lit. See how many times I keep trying to keep this thing having to light this? I mean, this stuff was started to get dry and crumbling and rubbed out real easy, but it's hard to get lit. But once I do get it lit, I do get a nice flavor out of this tobacco. It probably tastes as much chocolate in this blend as you taste in Bob's Chocolate Flake from Gawith Hogarth, which is to say almost none. I get just the faintest hints of a little bit of chocolate out of maybe 1 or 2 puffs early on, like maybe within the first quarter of the bowl. After that, I just get a nice natural tobacco flavor. Again, to me, this is more reminiscent of Samuel Gawith's, say, Best Brown Flake, which is, you know, that's a Virginia flake, and I'm not getting any latakia at all in this. If there's latakia in it, it's just a pinch. So it's a good tobacco. It has a nice natural tobacco flavor. I don't get almost no chocolate taste out of it, just like with Bob's Chocolate Flake. I don't taste any latakia at all in this, unlike Bob's Chocolate Flake. I do taste latakia. It just smells like tobacco from the tin, whereas Bob's Chocolate Flake from Gawith Hogarth has a little bit of that Lakeland Essence smell to it. So, from the tin description, they kind of seem like they would be similar, but to me they're not. They don't smell the same, and they don't taste the same when smoked. This is a little bit harder to light and stay lit than Bob's Chocolate Flake. So in that regards, it's kind of, it disappoints me. It's good tobacco. It has a nice tobacco flavor, but it's not what I was expecting. In the future, I will just continue to, when I continue to get Bob's Chocolate Flake instead. This certainly won't replace it, and it won't even accompany it. Alright. There you go, folks. Totally subjective review of Samuel Gawith's Kendall Mayer's Collection Chocolate Flake. Take it for what it's worth. Not much. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the comments. We'll see you around. Smoke in peace.